Hey there. Welcome to another episode of Heart and Hustle, Visionary Healers, Movers, and Shakers. I am your host, Paulette Rees-Denis, here to bring you magic makers from around the globe, people who are creating change, who have small businesses, large businesses, hobbies, but they are creating the life of their dreams. And that, my friends, is what living is all about. So let us know how you like this episode. Please subscribe, and we'll see you there. Thanks for joining. Hello, my friends. Welcome to another episode of Heart and Hustle, Visionary Healers, Movers, and Shakers. And I am one of those shakers. I am Paulette Rees-Denis, your magic maker and your movement motivator. And today I get to bring you a very special lady friend. So happy to have Ashley Roda here with me today, who I have had the pleasure of working with for pretty much almost the whole last year.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, we started last December.
Wow.
I know, right?
Where does time fly? Well, I guess it's because we were having fun.
That's right. Anyway, Ashley, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And, Ashley is just making beautiful change in the world and bringing a great vision. She has helped me with my branding, my colors, my words, my kind of little bit of everything on how I present myself to you.
I love that.
And how I work within my business, which is also very exciting to make changes, right? To continue growing and expanding. And the thing that I love about this whole process is that we're never the same. Well, I choose not to be the same. Just say that, right? As we continue to grow and experience what life has to offer and what we have to bring to our work. And Ashley, you're such a brilliant visionary in that way. So would you introduce yourself a little bit and tell us more about what you do and who you are?
Yeah, thank you so much. So I'm Ashley Roda. I'm the founder of Iconic Details, which is a branding studio that takes a little bit of a unique approach to my industry. I like to consider myself an identity-focused brander. So to give a little bit of explanation here, typically in my industry, there's what I like to call applied branding, which is personality tests and archetypes and templates and preset color palettes that are kind of applied to a person or to a business or to a company. And my approach is pretty much the opposite of that, where I do a very intensive discovery process to figure out what is the unique and iconic details of a person and extract that kind of iconic essence of them to then infuse into every detail of their business, life, and brand. And I consider this identity-focused branding. So for me, that's where I think it's a little bit unique and different. Also, just I have a passion and a creative eye for things that I love to bring to my clients. And often I have this too. We're too close to our own genius. We can't see it the way that others do. And it's like, the old phrase, you can't see your own eyebrows. You need that outside perspective to see you to the depth that you have. And I think I also offer that to my clients. And I think that's a unique element that they really appreciate.
Well, it's so you can't see your own eyebrows. No, I can't unless I have my glasses on. But
right?
but what she just said is so true. The experiences that I had working with you were, you took my words, and they were my words, my visions, and you put them in a different way, which I couldn't do when I'm too close to what I do.
Right. I actually had a client once call me a metal detector of detail, and it's kind of accurate. And what you just said, it's your own words. I didn't use any word that we were so careful with you too, because you have such a beautiful vernacular being an artist and a writer. You shouldn't use anyone else's words but your own. And so it's my job to kind of be that metal detector of detail of like, beep, 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 beep. There's one, beep, 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 and scan everything that you gave me to extract that the potency, the purity, that Paulette Rees-Denis that no one else can have. And I think it's
Well, and what I can say is when you read me that kind of the final thing, I was in tears. I'm like, oh my God, that's so me. It's like,
I do like to say that my standard of excellence and my standard of success is making all of my clients cry out of happiness.
And so, and what I love about this whole thing, I mean, there's so many things we can touch on here, but
Yeah.
we all have that beautiful
Je ne sais
level
quoi.
of genius,
Right.
expertise,
Right.
and to be able to shine our light on our own expertise so that we can share that with someone else, right?
Yes. I have a new term. I'm I'm inspired to be calling it our iconic authority.
Hmm. And you should.
Yeah, because those of us that have dedicated our lives to following our calling, our pursuit of this passion thing, it's so much bigger than us. We don't understand why we're so, for lack of better terms, addicted to it. It's just there's no other way. Now that you've seen it, now that you've heard it, now that you felt it, now that you like whatever way it came to you, you can't continue life without it. And we dedicate, they say in business 10,000 hours to make an expert. Well, we've got 40, 50, 100 thousands of hours dedicated to this dang thing. Maybe our life is dedicated to it. And to me, it becomes an authority. It becomes a knowingness. It's so second nature to many of us that I think it's an iconic authority now.
Well, and the beauty in that is that you are able to acknowledge that.
It's hard, I think, for all of us, right? Like I'd speak to you, myself, anyone watching this, that, it's so second nature. We write a post that just goes, everybody loves it. And you're like, but I thought everybody did that. You buy a new piece of furniture and 4 people want to know where you got it. You're just like, and it's so second nature to us. And again, when I go back to that outside perspective, again, not being able to see our own eyebrows or whatever it may be, that's the thing that I think is the investment to make.
Yeah, well, then there's that for sure. But even just backing up a little bit, just is that, and I see it as a coach, and I'm sure you see it as, I mean, what you don't call yourself a coach. What do
I'm
you
not a coach, but I guess a consultant. I guess that's where I would go. I mean, I've coached athletics my whole life, but not in this capacity.
But being able to stand in your own power and being able to acknowledge what you do, I think that is just I see that so often with my clients. It's like, well, I know what I'm really good at, but I can't tell people that.
Own it.
You can't own it. Exactly.
I think that's a thing. At least with my clients, they definitely are looking to own it, but also in general, just we all play small. I'm going to call all of us out, including my perfectly branding ideal clients that, we're done in whatever. It's going to be a year later that there's a next level of success that they now got to own that. And it's just that ownership. And I think a command of our genius, let's say, that even as you started, this call, we were talking about that evolution. We're constantly evolving. We're choosing better. We're choosing the next. We're choosing whatever. And I think that's a huge element in it.
Yeah. And that's so good. And it's so juicy, and it should be,
This is not vanilla bland stuff. It is not.
Love that. Yeah, you bet, baby. And I've been saying this, and you really called me on it, is fly your freak flag, right?
I mean, your words, not mine. I wish they were, but yeah, I loved when you said that, because I just got such a visual. It reminded me of like the perfect retreat exercise where we would be given either, for you, I would assume you wouldn't even give us the shape of the damn flag. It would be fabric or something that like you had to, all from the shape of the flag to what's on the flag to what's the, emblem on it. Is there one? Does it, just, do you like, the ones that at some of those amazing fairs and things, they're just shredded fabric that's tied onto the post and creates it, like whatever it could be. Like it just, my brain was so inspired and just like lit up by that concept of what would my freak factor flag look like, or freak flag look like? What would someone else's look like? And the best part is none of them would be the same, even if given all the same materials to build it with. And that self-expression, and just as a medium for people, that's the same thing branding is for me. I mean, branding kind of gets the corporate connotations of logo, business cards, and websites, but to me, it's that same moment of how can we create your freak flag?
Yeah.
What is that to you? And how can we raise it, fly it, and like scream?
Right.
I want to know, like, what type of band goes after that flag, like, or whatever, or like no band, I don't know. Maybe it's like an itty bitty bumper sticker. It doesn't matter, but that's the whole thing. That's the expression that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, everybody has that, but so many people don't step into that. Yeah. So how'd you get into branding? I mean, what's been your evolution?
Yeah, so I'll try and keep it short and sweet because there's only, so many years of it. But I have to say it's going to seem a little weird, but honestly, where it all started was in the 4th grade. We were studying Egypt, and I mummified a Barbie. And I
love you so much. Okay, wait. Okay.
Where we can go into this story too of like, how do you mummify a Barbie? Actually, I have it. If we're crazy enough, I can run and get it. But I still have this little mummified Barbie in her sarcophagus and everything. And it was that moment that I started studying hieroglyphics and iconography and symbology and all of these things. And it carried throughout as a passion, studying art history and just symbolism. I mean, I was into symbolism before emojis were a thing. Like, it was just this neat thing I had. And so then in high school, actually, my friends and I, back in the day where you passed notes in class and they could be read out loud, we came up with a code, actually. I have an example of it right here because I still use it today. I'm going to just show you a brief picture, but it looks like this. And we would write notes back and forth in this code. And so symbolism has always just been a thread. Then I started my primary role with Iconic Details as a wardrobe consultant. And that was studying the ABCs: appearance, behavior, and communication. And I was dressing people. I was in their wardrobes. I was doing photo shoots, anything you can imagine with clothing. And I didn't really fit into the mold of a typical stylist because I didn't care about brands, trends, and fads. I cared about how to express the person through clothing. And so as I was working with them, they would be like, God, Ashley, I don't know, you just get me. Like, you see me on a different level. And so then they would say like, hey, I'm working with this website developer. They don't really get me. Like, what would you do? So I'd give them a few ideas and they were like, that's amazing. They'd implement it. Then the next person would give me a logo. What do you think? And then the next person, hey, you've been on photo shoots. How do you style a photo shoot? What would you do here? And so little by little, I kind of piece together this professional that you see today, because it's more than just creative direction. It's more than being a brand manager, and it's more than being a project coordinator. It's me. And so that's been the road of evolution. And so now the business has evolved to what you see today as this branding studio where I have my team of A-team members, and they're highly vetted, highly skilled specialists in each of the industries. I speak a little of all the languages. I speak a little website development. I speak a little bit photographer. I speak a little of this, which helps clients because instead of having to feel overwhelmed and putting the cart before the horse and knowing what to do when or how, you have me to kind of showcase all of that and put it in order and help you translate what's in your mind into what the deliverables are. And I find that, many people like to think that all of their specialists and experts are psychics. They are not. So you have to have that ability to translate what you're thinking and get it onto paper, into deliverables, wherever.
Okay. So now I want to go into Ashley the woman.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I mean, as you've transitioned through this, why and how does this work rock your world?
Woo. Easy. I am 100% addicted to the paradigm shift in my clients when we identify their iconic persona. Period.
You have that written down somewhere?
No, because I could say it any day in my sleep all the time. It is my truth. It is my core. I mean, it doesn't matter how hard my life is, I will be working at that no matter what capacity. So for me, oh, he's here. So Dragon, our newest
kitten. Oh my gosh.
You know, the animals are attracted to you when you are putting in your zone of genius. So let's put it that way. So for me, it's as one of my clients calls it, intoxicating clarity. It is, you experienced it when we found yours, right? It's this, I literally don't have words. I don't know how I am so blessed that I have, over the years evolved into a system that offers this result, but it is life altering. And it doesn't just affect their logo, their business cards, their websites, whatever. It affects every detail in their life, from how they're styling their homes to the food that they're buying. To somebody just bought a house the other day, I swear to God. She was like, oh my God, you inspired me so much. I finally knew the type of home I'd want. She bought a damn house. And I was like, okay, woo, no pressure. Relationships are started or ended because of it. It's this clarity that they then walk around with. I would be curious to hear about you, what you've experienced after finding yours, because you know what I'm talking about.
After finding what you've helped me with, you mean?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
Sorry, everyone. It's just, look at it. It's just so cute.
Oh my gosh. How old is she?
So this is Dragon, and he is born in August. So I think we're at 5 months.
Oh,
excuse me.
He's a Leo baby, maybe like me.
Yeah, so he is August 7th and she is August 26th. So we have to look that up.
So August 7th is Leo, August 26th is Virgo.
Okay.
Virgo.
There we go.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, just more, it's
clarity of it.
It's more clarity. Exactly. That's the word. And it's empowering.
But it's transcending. It goes across everything. There's not a single thing you can do or look at anymore without it.
Well, and that's the reason why I actually came to you in the first place.
Oh.
Right? I was like, I have changed.
Yes.
I have moved.
Yes.
My business has evolved.
Chopped my hair off.
Huh?
We're like, you chopped your hair off.
I did chop my hair off.
That's a huge sign. I often hear people are like, I just need change, or I'm ready to cut my hair. I'm ready to get a tattoo, whatever it is, they're going to do something drastic.
Yeah.
And they're just itching for it.
And it was so, I mean, I went from I'm kind of wearing black today, but black and orange. Orange! Who the hell thought I would be wearing pink? And I've been wearing pink. I know, right? And it was just, this a whole new life.
Yeah.
A whole new life. And that's me. I mean, I'm a chameleon. I change constantly. I love my evolution. I love my curiosity. Curiosity is a huge word in my life and with my clients, because if you don't have curiosity anymore,
you're like, game over.
Don't want to go there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just so that whole shift and identification and putting more pictures to words and images and colors and I mean, I will break every rule in the book about color.
Good.
Some people want to be colorized,
Yeah, I struggle with that too. I mean, there's a thing. I definitely think there is a borderline that just looks awful, but at the same time, it's usually too perfect. I know I struggle with that. So as a perfectionist, I do struggle with that. And I do sometimes make design it's just too perfect. It's too symmetrical. It's too whatever the word is. And I often have feedback from my team being like, you got to throw the dirt at it, Ashley. And when we say that, we just mean just mess it up a little, like just like nah, like whatever it's gonna be, just like nah, shake it up, and then we're like, okay, now we like it. It's actually, it's also part of that fractal system. I'm sure you're familiar with fractals are the natural pattern of chaos in nature. So tree branches, the veins in a leaf, nothing that has symmetry, lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Right. Those are all fractals, and our eye is naturally attracted and captivated by that. So the more that you can create that in design or color mixing.
Yeah. You know, it was so funny because I had a Zoom meeting with a lot of my people the other day, and they're like, I love your new crazy cut hair.
Yes.
And I'm like, you can't take the rocker out of the chick. I'm sorry. I'm going to be a rocker till the day I die. That's just all there is. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's just that beautiful chaos.
Yes. Yes. Organized chaos is what I used to say.
Yeah. And what is my courses are from chaos to creativity.
There you go.
Right. So, but okay, back to you. So I always love to talk about self-care and how you take care of yourself as Ashley the woman, Ashley the businesswoman, Ashley the gorgeous, sexy thing that you are.
Thank you. Man, you know, that has been an interesting journey. I definitely admit that I get stuck in the college finals lifestyle of just grabbing quick food, just all in the work, not doing any self-care, and just very college student gone wrong. And it's actually been something I've been very mindful of this last year. And things that I do for self-care might seem really little, but to me, it's the luxuries of life, like adding a slice of lemon to my water instead of just getting water. Voila, point made. Thank you. And branded. Thank you very much. Yes.
He sent me this glass, people.
Yes.
That's my logo.
Then things to like, I put it on before, hand lotion, just, I love smell, you know, like that. Tea, I will always have tea. And it's loose leaf tea, not just the like dump it in, bag it, heat and whatever. No, it's loose leaf, beautiful tea. Journals, I really love journals. What do I do to keep care of myself is making sure I'm taking my vitamins, my shower rituals. That's just huge. Just taking a really hot shower. And I think a lot in the shower. So I actually have a waterproof whiteboard in there that I can write.
Yeah, of course you do.
Best thing.
I've never heard anybody do that before.
Oh my gosh, I can send you the link. I'm actually planning to add this to my new like customer intake, because now everybody like is starting to bug me about it. Like, hey, can I have one? Where'd you get it? Where is it? I want it. And like, I thought it was out. Again, I can go get that too as well.
I need it when I'm out on my run every morning.
Man, I mean, it's good. It's my everything, because I know so many people that get their ideas in the shower. And I personally was tired of running my ass over to my desk, wet and with shampoo, and trying to write down the idea. Oh man, no. So yes, when I found this thing, I went on to Amazon and I was like, waterproof shower board, something like that. And I found it and I ordered it immediately. And it is life altering. That's all I'm going to say. Life altering.
Wow. Beautiful.
That too, jewelry. I love jewelry. Things that make me feel good. Candles, incense, just those little things. You know, I had a coach once, actually. Let's give credit to her. I had a coach once who made us write an abundance list, and it was anything and everything in your life, like clean sheets, full fridge, full tank of gas, whatever it was that made you feel abundant. Another girlfriend doesn't like the word abundant. She likes luxury. So luxury or rich, wealth, whatever your word is, but she would make this list. And so every month I review my list and try and get as many of those things in place, like maybe go fill the gas tank, maybe add lemon to my refrigerator, like whatever those things are that I need, to have that full abundance list of things just around. So that's really how I take care of myself. I guess the other things would be like starting to be more routine, like getting a massage a month. I grew up as an athlete. It's more like therapy, like physical therapy to me. So just getting a massage, getting a chiropractic adjustment. I sit all the time, just being mindful of what I need to do my work at the caliber I do it.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. That's really good. And you know, you call them little things, but they're not little things.
Fair.
They're not little things.
Fair.
It's sustaining, it's life affirming, it's life loving, it's
You know,
actually loving.
it's the details. Like I joke, you've heard me say this. Something catastrophic happens, you're like details, like, but it matters, right? So, asking for the lemon in your water, details, it matters. Like asking for the lotion because your hands are dry after the manicure. Yes, like whatever it is,
Yeah.
the details matter.
It does matter. And so many people are afraid to ask for something that's going to make them feel better. They start to wallow in self-pity or wallow
Oh yeah. Nah.
in, oh, not me. I don't deserve that. I'm not worthy. I don't really need that. Even though I would love a piece of lemon in my water, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
That person is probably way happy to give you a piece of lemon in your water.
Yeah. It's no difference to them whether they're scooping ice, not scooping ice, adding a lemon. I mean, we've all done it. We've all probably been a server at some point. And if you haven't, great idea. It's good. But or you've run the bars, right? And the restaurants and things. Yeah, I think just knowing yourself, like what is your lemon? Like it doesn't have to be lemon, by the way.
Oh
Just,
my God, that's your new bumper sticker.
what is your lemon?
What is your lemon?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting, it's like whatever those things are. Yeah, just making your own life a luxury, I guess,
Well, and it's honoring yourself
yeah,
so that you can do the work you love.
at the capacity I want to. Yeah, you have to fuel you. Definitely. Yeah.
Because life is for living. I mean, it's just simple as that. And this is all we have. This is all you have right here.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you got a house, you got other stuff, but this is it, baby. This is all you got.
The house, though, that still matters. I'm team. I gotta say something on this part.
Okay.
I am team. What would I call that? I don't know. Tangibles or something. I think even our houses where we or our clothes or the tangible things that we like say are nothings actually matter. Like having a well-styled office matters. Having a bed that is cozy and comfy and chic and you feel luxurious getting into, it's not looking like the next bum stop because you're raggedy in your pajamas and you barely are in there. Like, just these things. I think that does matter too. And I think that also is another element of branding that maybe people don't associate with, but your brand shouldn't just be your logo, business web, like all that. It should be everything in your life. It should be how you ask for your water with lemon. It should be, it's a standard of excellence and it's a standard of excellence.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, everybody has a different level of that. Everybody has different desires.
Definitely.
Everybody has a different standard of excellence. Like, I mean, yes, I love a nice bed with beautiful sheets.
Yeah.
And, I don't want to look scruffy all day. And there's days that happens, but I don't feel good.
Scruffy good. My mom used to always say this. She was a flight attendant and she said it's so important about your pajamas because if you were to have a fire at the hotel and you have to run out, people will see you. Yeah. And there's a thing to that. And I've always been very mindful of that. Now, I definitely have my casual, but my casual is still cute. It doesn't have to be casual and scruffy and ugly.
Well, because your casual still wants to make you feel good.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
I mean, I can have a rock and roll t-shirt on and feel fucking fabulous.
Absolutely.
Right?
Duh.
So there. Love that. All right. This has been so good. Ashley, any last words you want to share with our people? Ooh.
I would just say that, oh man, there's so many things. Shoot. The first thing that's coming to my mind, though, based on this conversation, is just if you want to curate the reality that you want to live in and align with the opportunities that you want to attract, you have to design your iconic details. And it's
love that.
Not a plug to the business name. It's just truth.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So, wow. Woo, this is so good. I mean, we could probably talk about this for a few hours, but uh,
I'm
so
here, let me know. Yeah. Yeah.
thank you, Ashley, for being here with me today for this.
Thank you for having me. I love, sharing what I do. I love working with amazing people like yourself. And I'm always happy to support you any way I can.
Thank you. And I will, of course, put all of Ashley's contacts down below and all my friends out there in Heart and Hustle Land. Thank you for spending another half hour with us today. Listening, watching, whatever, getting inspired, thinking more about your beautiful self, your beautiful body, your beautiful life, your beautiful brand, your iconic details. And just spending time with me and us. And if you love what you are hearing, please subscribe to our podcast, Heart and Hustle, Visionary Healers, Movers, and Shakers. And again, I am Paulette Rees-Denis. And you have a blessed week until we meet again. Love you.